Hi guys, so welcome back to another video in my channel, and in today's video I'll be discussing about the problem number of islands. This is a Leetcode 200 problem and it's a very important question for the interviews. So let's get started. So I have already mentioned the test case here, so which is like there will be a 2D matrix given, and in this 2D matrix it will contain ones and zeros. 1 denotes the number of island and 0 denotes water. I mean 1 denotes island and 0 denotes water. So the problem statement states that you need to find the number of islands. I have marked the number of islands here. This is one island and this is the second island. So this lands are together, so this forms an island, and this is isolated, so this forms another island. So I will be talking only about the intuition here, and the code I will be sharing it in the description, so you can check the code there only. So let's directly jump to the intuition first. So this problem is a graph problem and we will be using DFS, that is depth first search. So if you don't know DFS, what exactly DFS is, then I will make a separate video on that, so you guys can check that as well. But let's first state what's exactly the application of this DFS here. So what the main fundamental concept here is, if we are traversing a particular cell, we need to check that whether it's an island or water. If it's an island, then yes, we have to count that island and we have to check the neighboring islands for that. So let's start. So first, if we are visiting a cell and if it's 0, then we skip this, okay, and if this is 1, then our algo starts. So if it's 1, we need to check that in the right, in the down, in the left and in the top, whether there is any unvisited one or not. If there is an unvisited one, then we need to traverse that one and do a depth first traversal there. So what's my concept here is, suppose this you are starting with this node and this is a 1. You don't go to left, you don't go to up, and you don't go to down, because down is water, so definitely you don't go there. So yeah, indefinitely the right part has a 1 which is also unvisited. You go to the right. Now whenever you visit a node, mark this visited to someone else, like 2. Here I am using 2 or 3, like -1 you can use, that we have visited. This is our code concept. So suppose we are using -1. If it's visited, then we won't again visit this, so we are making it -1. We are going to right. Now in this right, we are again making this -1 because we have visited. The count of islands must be increased to +1. Then we will be like traversing towards right. Yes, there is unvisited, we go here. Is there any right? No. So it's down. Yes, so we are again traversing towards the down part. Fine. Now we check that there is no right, there is no down, there is a left part. Yes, we traverse it and we make it -1. Now we backtrack. While backtracking, we can see that everything is -1 and it's visited, so we won't process further and we will like increase the count of island to 1. Since when we traverse a second cell, it is already -1, it indicates that it's visited, we will skip it. Same for this one, and for this one it's 0, so definitely we skip it. Now this row will be entirely skipped, this part will be entirely skipped, but whenever we like traverse this node, this is 1, so we increase the count by +1, so the count in total is 2 and we make it -1. Now we see the top, we see the left, we see the right, and we see the down. So all of these cases fails because those are either water, or those are visited, or those are boundary cases. So we will be ultimately increasing the count by 1, so which is a total number of islands is 2. This is a simple algorithm. We will be like using recursive calls here, and we will be using a matrix. So the time complexity will be order of n square, I mean order of n into m rather, where n is the number of rows and m is the number of columns. Also the stack space is required as memory. So that's the logic for this problem. And if you want the code, like if you need to check the code, you can go to the description and check out this code, and in case if you find any difficulties, let me know there. So thanks guys. If you have liked this video, then do subscribe to my channel.